Hello, this particular video covers the solution of 2024 question number 10A. Question number 10A asks us to draft a complete specification from the data given. Now, in this case, you are not given any drawings, so it's up to you whether how you create the drawings. So this is the problem statement. In this question, we are given the problem. The problem is air transport becomes difficult in areas having smaller runways. These could be hilly areas or some terrains, maybe some island, remote areas, developing areas that they have the problem that the runway size is limited. And because of that, there is an economic impact, there is a safety concern, etc. And then they give the solution offered. Remember, all of this is given to you. So what you have to do is to say that what exactly falls where. So you have to specify this particular part from here till, all of this concerns. This forms the background. And when you are reading the question, the title is also given to you. You just have to find out from this particular, the data given to you as well. So here it is. The solution offered gives you the title also. So what we can do is we can give the title. Remember, you haven't, added this. It is already given to you. You just write this in your own words. And then what are the components? So this is what will go into what the claims are. This later features that this is, operational efficiencies and enhanced impact and benefits. All this will go into the detailed description. Now for the claims, you see that they're saying, okay, rockets are incorporated into the aircraft to give one additional thrust. This is the feature that must be there in the claim. And number two, uh, for landing, decelerating the aircraft rapidly. The word rapid, I'm saying it is not there during landing, reducing the necessary landing distance. So now, once this is there, in your notes, you can write this on the question paper or maybe, make notes on your answer sheets. And then once you go to your answer sheet, you have to specify this as to how you would file a patent specification. And let's see the example of this now. So there are two ways in which you can file this. The Indian Patent Office accepts data that is given to you both in line numbers as well as para numbers. So you can add this into the in the exam when you write your answer sheets. You have to use this kind of a format. Either you use line numbers or you use this para numbers. Up to you. But what you must do is to, when you draft this specification, you must draft this claim, the format, the the form 2 format, you must include this. See, this covers Act number 39, Section 10 and Rule 13. And title of the invention has to be given. This can't be more than, I think, 15 words. Comes from Rule 13, sorry. And then you see this highlighted part particularly describes. This tells you that this is the complete specification. In a provisional, this word particularly goes, the following specification describes the invention. That's it. So remember we were seeing our notes and then in the that we have made. So I've added just this system and method for aircraft enabling takeoff and landing on short runways. I think we can correct this to rocket. So once you see this, you can see the field of invention. I've given the heading and then it is from there, the background. So from our notes, we identify what all is to come over here. And then if you see these other paragraphs, this is a general way in which you will, identify the problem, you'll identify the concerns, and then lay it out over here. In the summary, you said what exactly is the summary. This is this sentence 17 is there, and these paragraphs are boilerplate. It's okay if you don't mention them. I mean, but what you must do while drafting the specification is you must not delete what has been given to you. So whatever has been given to you in the question or given to you by the client when you are actually drafting, you must make sure that do not delete. Add on to it. Because tomorrow what happens is that what you delete turns out to be what the invention was, and you don't want to take that blame. So this section is there. Obviously, you haven't drafted this, but what you have done is just put in the headings of this section. There are no drawings over here, but there is this. If there are drawings, so then you'll give the description of drawings. Now, in this question, there are no drawings, but what you can do is maybe perhaps uh, draw the image of a rocket engine with the fan, let's say, showing, and then include in figure 1A. Right, the format is also given. I'll just show you the format, but what you can give the title figure 1. So, this is the rocket engine. That is assuming that this is the rocket engine. This is taking the power, and there is somehow connected to the aircraft engine. And then once you come to the detailed description, so from here till about here, this is what was given to us, and all of that has been covered into the details description. When you actually, write down the specification, you describe each figure, let's say having each of the elements you describe. And then these elements, if they are forming part of the description, they will, become part of the claims also. This is boilerplate, so up to you. And then once you have to number each page. And this is it. This is the description that has been completed. And now coming to the claims. Now I've drafted, two different styles of claims so that you know how exactly are they being drafted. So in one form, I've got three claims. In one form, I've got four claims. So what I have added on, or something that is there extra, that is not there in the description, is this word means. Now, for drafting claims, you can see that this particular, language means configured to do what. So what is happening is now everything happens is what is given in the description. So you take the data, you say there is something that is configured to take the input of the rocket engine, the output of a rocket engine, and put it as an input to the aircraft engine in terms of power. So wherein the rocket engine is configured according to the specification of the aircraft engine being configured with, wherein the aircraft engine is configured with variable thrust and advanced avionics. So all of this is given to you in the description that in the question itself. You're not writing it from your own. The only thing that you are adding is this particular thing. Remember the word comprising. You must use comprising. And there are other words also, but I don't think that they are that useful. At least for exam purposes, you must concentrate on using comprising. Don't use other words consisting essentially of. Just don't use that. And then, I just figured out that when I was writing this claim, that if you add something, if let's say the aircraft engine is coupled to the rocket engine, and there must be some kind of control that is there to that tells okay what is to be done when. So that's why this controller language has been inserted. But this controller basically reads on to this means. So a controller configured to use the power output of the rocket engine according to a takeoff or a landing situation. So it is either one of a takeoff situation or a landing situation. Claim number three. Now, when you're drafting this particular claim, claims 2, 3, and 4 are dependent claims. And claim 1 is an independent claim. So what this tells you is that claim 1, the claim that does not depend on any other claim, that is an independent. The claims that depend on other claims for their existence, they are dependent claims. So coming back to the way dependent claims are drafted, so if the independent claim is talking about an aircraft engine, right, you have to talk in your dependent claim about that particular aircraft engine. Because remember, you start from a very broad representation and then you narrow it down, particularly saying, okay, this is how the thing is done, right? Uh, this particular claim one, the independent claim, must tell you a complete story. It must be understood without the aid of even, let's say, the drawings also. There is no reference to the drawing element over here. which means that this claim must be read independently. You can't, uh, look at anything else. No, not the summary, not the abstract, not the description, just this claim. They should tell you what exactly is going on. And if there is some ambiguity that this is the problem in the claim, you'll get an objection for lack of clarity. So keep the claim simple, but keep it complete. And then once you draft the dependent claims, they must talk about the same aircraft engine of claim 1 or claim 2. So whenever I'm narrowing claim 1, I'm saying, look, this is happening in claim 1. This one is on claim 2, that is this particular part, wherein the rocket engine provides additional thrust in a takeoff situation and assisted deceleration in a landing situation. So this is one particular set of claims, and this is the alternate set of claims. What I have done is I just took claim 2 over here and added it to claim number 1. So the controller has come over here, and everything else remains the same. And you see this? This is now claim number 1 only, dependent on claim number 1. And once again, the abstract. Now, according to the rules, you must have the title. So this should be less than 150 words, according to Rule 13. This must be 15 words, according to Rule 13. Title. And that is it. That's it. You have drafted your complete specification and the claims, the abstract cover page for this particular question. As you can see, we have simply added the headings, and for claims, we just took down notes of what was important, what it was actually doing. You don't patent claim a result. You claim how exactly the result is to be obtained, and that's it. That's how you draft the specification and claims and abstract in paper 2. Next videos we'll do section question number 10b. Thank you for watching.